Hello, my name's Lisa Thompson and I am the author of The Rollercoaster Boy. Thank you very much for shortlisting The Rollercoaster Boy in the Spark Children's Book Awards. It's really exciting. It's so lovely to be shortlisted and I really hope you enjoy reading all the books. Now, The Rollercoaster Boy is about a boy called Todd. Now, Todd has a little sister called Laurie, who you can see just in the back of the car there. And they have a dad who is either the life and soul of the party, he's funny, he's excitable, he's full of energy, or he's the opposite. Sometimes his mood takes a bit of a dive and he can be really sad, he can be down, he can stay in bed all day and not be able to cope with getting up in the mornings. So Todd and Laurie's life is a little bit like living on a roller coaster. So they're not sure which way they're going each day, whether it's going to be an up or a down moment. And this book is about their life and their experience. So one day their dad wakes them up really early in the morning and he's really excitable. This is one of his moments where he's really happy and overjoyed. But they're a bit concerned because they're thinking, what's going on? And he says, we are going on holiday and I am taking you to the most amazing place that I have been to many years ago called the Paradise Hotel. So they all go in the car and they go off to this amazing hotel. He said there's a ballroom, there's an all-you-can-eat buffet, it's going to be fantastic. But when they get there in the pouring rain, it's anything but paradise. It's a dump. The hotel is falling to pieces, there are guests leaving when they arrive, it's not very nice at all. And because of this, Todd and Laurie's dad takes to his hotel bed. He can't quite face it and he can't quite cope with everything going wrong. So this means Todd and Laurie have the run of the hotel and they get to meet the owner's daughter, a girl called Scout, as you can see there, who's dressed very differently. And Scout has got the most amazing stories about this hotel. There's lots of twists and turns and there's a mystery about an author who stayed there many years ago and mysteriously vanished. And they try and work out what happened to this author. So there's lots of things to solve. So I'm going to read a little bit of the book now. This is chapter 7, and this chapter is called The Carpet Hurts My Eyes. And this is where they've just gone into their hotel room for the first time. Stepping through the hotel door was like stepping through a time machine. Everything was so old-fashioned. The walls were covered in a lumpy patterned wallpaper that had been painted a horrible shade of brown. The carpet was orange with red hexagonal shapes all over it. I couldn't imagine it had ever been fashionable. "The carpet hurts my eyes," said Laurie, flinching slightly. I knew exactly what she meant. It made me feel dizzy. Dad walked to the bed, which was covered in a hideous pink bedspread. It looked like the kind of bedspread that old people died on. He sat on the bed and the mattress squeaked and sagged in the middle. I closed the door behind us. "What is this?" said Laurie. On top of a chest of drawers was a small black box with a bulbous glass front and a loop of wire sticking out of the top. I could see it had a speaker at the back and some knobs on the front. Laurie went over to it and prodded it with her finger. "Is it a microwave?" she said. I went for a closer look. "It's a TV, like they had in the old days. Isn't that right, Dad?" But Dad wasn't looking. He stood back up and walked over to the window and looked out at the sea and the rain. "Dad," I said, joining him, "are you okay?" "This isn't how I remembered it at all," said Dad quietly. I guessed that he was thinking about when he and Mum were happy together. He looked really sad. In fact, the only person who seemed to be happy was Laurie. She ran around inspecting everything. She opened the bathroom door and when she went in, she gasped. "Dad, Todd, you'll never guess what?" her voice echoed. "The bath is pink and the toilet is green." She came back out with a big smile on her face. There we are. There's a little taster of The Rollercoaster Boy. So you can tell how excitable Laurie is to be there. She's finding this hotel really fun. But Todd starts to get a bit worried about having to stay there. But hopefully, if you read the book, you'll find there's lots and lots of twists and turns and lots of things for you to try and solve as well.